digital transformation initiative for the eWork Experience platform and also over here in Nigeria, which we consider as an emerging market. Now, so the model, we call it Model 1. Some of you have gone through this, but I'm also going to go a lot more in depth into it. So we'll talk about digital transformation, business strategy, and digital business transformation. Okay, and remember what I said to you, a lot of it is very much, right now, data is a driving force of every business. And I'm hoping Vias is on the call. And if he's on the call, I would also like to, oh good, Vias is on the call. So I would like to quickly unmute you. Hi Vias, how you doing? Hello Vias, hopefully you can hear me. Oh, you didn't control. I think the volume is here. Yes, I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Great, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I can hear you and see.
So welcome, and it's been a few weeks since we've seen you, but I think we're getting back to where we need to be. What we wanted to do was to set up the digital transformation training and digital marketing training, and I very much want you to be involved in that. This is very much where we're going to be using data to make an informed decision and trying to find ways to build the system in a way whereby data is informing everything that we do. And I think as I carry on, I would like you to just please come in at any point in time just to add to what I'm saying or to expand on what I'm saying or to add, to give us a lot more information. I'll be very, very happy with that. So I'm going to leave you unmuted all the way through so that you can keep adding based on your experience. And Vias will be holding sessions on here as well. For those of you that don't know who he is, have a look at the page, the digital transformation page. You read about his profile, check him out on LinkedIn, and he's here to stay. He's a part of the company now. We're very, very excited to have him on board. And for those of you that went through big data analytics training, I think you would clearly appreciate having him on board. But I'll let you say a few things, Vias, and then we can kick off from there.
Thanks, Deji. Yeah, so I think one of the most important things about what we're going to go through is how can you back up what you say with some quantitative analysis. So you're not just speaking qualitatively and talking about trends, you've got numbers and analysis to back up what you're saying. And that's the standard that people are expecting now. So then on top of that, I will be taking you through how to use some of the most common tools to do this sort of analysis, and I imagine we'll also take a look at some sort of interview and CV preparation as well.
Yeah, so I think that when it comes to the CV preparation and the interview skills, I very much, I'm in high favor of Vias taking this on. And I think I've created a CV for digital project manager and also digital business analyst. And I think with his video as well, or his training as well, I think that would definitely give us a really good angle and give everyone a competitive advantage. So thank you so much, Vias. So I'm going to kick off, and the first thing I'm going to start with is the introduction to digital transformation, business strategy, and digital business transformation. Now, first of all, let us understand the digital world. I think that's the first and foremost thing that we need to do, and that's going to be as basic as we can. We'll start by understanding what exactly is digital, what is digital technology, what is digital strategy, what is business strategy, and what is digital business transformation. That is absolutely critical for everyone to understand in order to move forward. And once again, Vias, please feel free at any point in time to add on to what it is that I am saying so that everybody can learn. Okay? So the term digital describes electronic technology that generates, stores, and processes data in terms of two states, positive and non-positive. Positive is expressed or represented by the number 1 and non-positive by the number 0. Thus, data transmitted or stored with digital technology is expressed as a string of zeros and 1. And that data could be in the form of anything. So prior to digital technology, electronic transmission was limited to analog technology, which conveys data as electronic signals of varying frequencies or amplitude that are added to carrier waves of a given frequency. So broadcast, phone transmission has conventional use of analog technology. So one thing I want to do is I want to throw this over to everybody else. What would you consider as analog technology? And well, first of all, what would you consider as analog technology? My battery is dying. So what would you consider as analog technology? So if anyone can just contribute to that, if not, we can help you with that. While you're doing that, I will probably help you. So anybody want to contribute? Yeah, cassettes, old cassettes, you can consider that as analog technology. So the old phones in those days, I'll try and use Google to explain this. So if you look over here, the old phones in those days, typical example of that. So you should be able to see my screen now. And the old phones in those days would have what you call analog technology. And you could also talk about your Walkman radio, analog technology. Okay, so those were the kind of technologies that we were doing using in those days. But digital now is very much translating information in streams of ones and zeros, and being able to transmit that information is a lot much faster, and you can actually store a lot more in there. Okay, so that's the benefit of that. So I'm going on to the next slide quickly, and if that's clear, let me know that that is clear. So the term digital technology is a base 2 process. Digitized information is recorded in binary code of combinations, so in digits of zeros and ones. So whatever information you are transmitting is recorded in zeros and ones. And then the digital technology enables immense amounts of information to be compressed on small storage devices that can be easily preserved and transported. So digitization also quickens data transmission speeds. Digital technology has transformed how people communicate, learn, and work. So the best way to explain this to you, oh my God, we didn't hurry up. I think my battery was dead. All right, so actually it's okay now. So the best way to explain this to you, okay, is to go over here and just look at old hard drives. Now, old hard drives, in those days we were still transmitting information in digital, but you would realize that actually, as time has gone on, we've been able to reduce the size of where we store this information. And actually, no. Actually, the best way to start, if we're looking at what we call mainframe computers. So if you remember these massive mainframe computers, these big ones over here, this ones that you're looking at, look at that. That's an old massive mainframe computer. Do you know that this big massive computer right now is no different from your iPhone? So once upon a time, okay, so if you look at your iPhone right now, once upon a time, let's look for a nice one. So once upon a time, what you hold in your hand, I just wanted you to show me the image, download it. Once upon a time, what you hold in your hand now was as big as this baby over here. So if you notice, as we move from the world of limited accessibility, which I also call limited technology, everything was bigger, a lot much bigger. But as we move to the world of unlimited accessibility, and which is unlimited technology, everything is becoming smaller, which is really cool. So if we can come back to our slide very quickly. So I'm hoping that as I'm teaching from basic, everybody is able to pick this up. Okay? So as you can see, just let me come over here. No, before I go over here, I just want you to understand where I'm coming from. So as you can see, digital technology is a two-based process. Digitized information is recorded in binary codes or combinations of digits, zeros and ones, also called bits, which represent words and images. So as we were able to digitize everything we were doing, we could transmit words and images and voice and just about anything through digital technology. So digital technology enables immense amount of information to be compressed on small storage devices that can easily be preserved and transported. Digitization also quickens transmission of speed. So if you notice, once upon a time, if you were going to download a video, you would have to start downloading it now and wait till tomorrow, sometimes 3 days for your video to be downloaded. Well, these days, you can get your video downloaded in a matter of seconds as a result of fiber optics. So, and now you have unlimited internet access, unlimited data, unlimited this, unlimited that. So digital technology has transformed how people communicate, learn, and work. Now, just think about this. Think about the fact that once upon a time, in the old days, the most powerful computers were limited to, and this is important, were limited to the military and to major government organizations. Now the most powerful computers are in your hands. So while companies will focus on building massive solutions for the government and for major large corporations, they're now focusing on building massive solutions for you. So digital now has to be a business enabler and has to become customer centric, because the majority of your users are not James Bond. The majority of your users are not spy agencies. The majority of your users are not the government or the military. Majority of your users are the masses. I hope it makes sense. So telecommunication has relied on digital methods to transmit messages. So how digital technologies are changing the way we are working. And this was something that Accenture created, which I did a lot of research on, and I copied all of those things and said, you know what, I'll share this with you as well. So how is digital technology changing the way we're working? Well, let's first of all start with intelligent processes. Enabled by digital technology, it creates a virtuous circle of constant improvement fed by continuous feedback. So, and I think this is something that VIAS can come in on in terms of talking about a number of intelligent processes that we have out there that is literally improving operational efficiency and driving down operational costs. So I don't know if you want to comment on that, VIAS.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those processes that have been used to optimize what people do in the real world. And the main thing that makes this possible is because what you can do is you can collect all the information that is spread across a massive geography. So for a business that's operating in all of Nigeria, they can collect all their data on all of their business in the whole country, and one person can analyze that all together. So they can pick up trends and problems that are occurring in different places, thousands of miles away, and inform and learn from those situations to improve all the other situations that are happening around it. So that's just one example, but of course there are absolutely thousands and thousands of examples.
Wonderful. And as we carry on, another thing which we should look at, let's just let me increase this. Digital technologies make it possible to identify opportunities for adaptation, analyze the trade-offs, and then adapt faster and more efficiently. So once again, based on what VS has said, the more data we are having, the more integrated our systems are, the more systems are able to speak to each other, the easier it is for us to identify more opportunities, adapt quickly, and analyze trade-offs, and then adapt faster and more efficiently. And that's what digital technology is enabling us to do. By introducing the ability Yes, go on, sorry, go on.
So yeah, and what's great about having digitized is computers they have their limitations, but they can also do things a lot better than humans can. Like looking at crunching large amounts of numbers, large amounts of data. They can do that very, very quickly, and they can do tasks that humans would find very difficult, and some that we would even find impossible. And another thing we can do with a computer is the computer isn't biased, so you don't have any prejudices that a human might bring to judgment when you're thinking about new solutions and things like that. Although, of course, obviously the computer is programmed to find human, and that's where you do get some biases.
Okay, good stuff. And also, by introducing the ability to continuously sense internal operations and external market conditions and to analyze variations quickly, digital capabilities allow intelligent processes to identify opportunities for improvement. Once an opportunity for improvement is found, other digital technologies such as intelligent tools, advanced collaboration technologies, adaptive robotics execute changes, even relatively complex ones, quickly. Now, this is very worrying, and this is in agreement with what VIAS just said. I'm not too sure if it was the World Bank or there was, I was going to find it for you right now, so I was actually looking for it. So ones of robotic, there we go. Oh, I just saw it just now. Okay, Merrill Lynch ones of robotic apocalypse. Okay, so there are a few things that are going on right now that everybody's. I'm trying to remember if it was World Bank or let me just. Was either World Bank or IMF was one of them. Spare me a second, I'll get it for you because this is.
But anyway, I can see because you're talking about robotics, so that reminds me of something that is why digital marketing, digital transformation is so important. Because if you want to secure your job over the next 10, 20, 30 years, it's not going to be a job which involves a lot of manual tasks. Something like marketing, that's ultimately about getting humans to do something. And so that's always going to require human element, human creativity, and human thinking to be successful, which is why this is a really important skill for you to get clued up on that.
Definitely. So here's one of the issues I have in Nigeria. I've just been told that I need to pause because they need to switch the lights off and put some electricity in the generator and then put it back on because the fuel in the generator is going off. So what I'm going to do, Vias, if you don't mind, is I'm actually going to send this to you right now so you can continue. Is that okay with you? And then I'll call back in. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
That's fine.
Thank you. So I'm actually quite very lucky that you called in today. 1 second. I'll make you an organizer. Good. And I will get this over to you. Sorry, what did you say? So you should have organizer rights right now. And then this way I can definitely send this over to you. So I have to send it via email. Okay, 1 second. Just bear with me, guys, because I may switch off for a second, and as a result of that, I need to make sure that Vias can continue while I'm waiting.
So I see a number of people have mentioned the robotic apocalypse, and it's coming from a number of different sources, which is because a lot of people are talking about it. And in China already, in Alibaba and Amazon warehouses,
yes,
they're bringing in robots to do those tasks more and more, which is incredibly exciting. But we need to think about how that impacts people's jobs.
Definitely. Sorry, guys. 1 second. I'm trying to get this over to you. Actually, I think I know what I'm going to do because I'm trying to get a presentation over to you, but it seems actually I have a solution. All right, this is the best thing to do. It should be easier to send it now. Okay, let me get the handouts over and make sure everyone can go through the same thing. Yeah, model 1. All right, so just wait a bit so that the what you call it can be 100%. While I wait for my email to come up. My email is taking forever to load as well. At last.
So another thing that's you got it, your email?
Yeah, my email's come up now, so which is a good thing. I've sent the presentation over to you, to everyone, but it's taking time to load. So what I'm going to do is try and email it over to you as well, in case nobody gets it. So that way, at least one way will work.
Okay.
Okay, so it's coming over now, and as soon as it comes over, we should be okay. So can you do a favor, just tell them to hold on before they turn the generator off. As soon as everything goes up, I would let you know. Is that okay? Thank you very much. That's if the photos will finish before we even carry on. All right, so let's just carry on right now. Now, digital technology drives self-evolution and evolve based on real-time data. And that's why I'm excited. That was why I felt it was so important for VIAS to be here. Now, if you notice, we started with ad hoc processes, so doing things as when we need to do them. Nothing is integrated. We don't have a unified system, and over time, we moved on to repeated processes. We identify something that works, and then we repeat it over and over again. And then as time went on, we became a lot more adaptive. So we learn, we improve, we adapt, we learn, we improve, we adapt. So that was very much during the information technology age, is where we're learning, adapting, improving. But before then, the industrialization, it was all about a repeated process. You create a robot that just does one thing over and over again. Its job is you program it to do one thing and repeat that over and over again. And then as time went on, information technology allowed us people to program things to be adaptive and also responsive. But now the digital capabilities available to us enables us to have more intelligent processes, and that's where robotics comes into place. And I think if you can add on to that, VIAS, that would be really great as well.
Sorry, you went quite a bit there. What was the last sentence?
Okay, so now we have intelligent processes. So with very strong, as a result of the digital capabilities available to us, we have intelligent processes. And that's basically, if you look over time, it started with ad hoc processes. Okay, then we moved on to repeated processes. That was in industrialization age, and then adaptive processes, information age, and now the digital age, we have intelligent processes. So it's very much helping people to identify where they are. But I'll let you continue there.
Yes, actually, that story is quite fitting for this digital marketing course, because our marketing is something that everyone's had experience of it and understands how it's evolved and developed, and it's quite an interesting journey. So obviously, it started with the ad hoc things where if you wanted to talk about your business, you would build POC, and you would find it a bit difficult to know how effective those different marketing avenues were. And on top of that, you also really rely on your network of connections to make sure that you've got enough business in to talk. So then that moves forward, and then you realise that you can start advertising online, and you can advertise regular spots, you can advertise on YouTube and things like that. But where we are now with digital marketing is things become so adaptive. Things are so quick and can adapt to exactly what the users are doing. So one of the main reasons that Facebook or WhatsApp is so they can get access to all of the conversational data that people are transferring every day. And one great example of this is I was talking about a holiday with my family, and on my Facebook I started seeing adverts for the holiday, and that sort of advertising is so sophisticated, and that's the level we are at now, where you actually have personalized advertising on your social media accounts, and they're responding to what you're doing on that day, and they're tailoring adverts to your mood at that particular moment. And that's a really, really exciting time to be in digital marketing, because it's so rich what you can do with it, and the power that it can generate.
Okay. So thank you. You should have the presentation now. Everybody should have it as a handout, and VIAS, you should have it as well in your email or in the handouts. So on the webinar, it's definitely sent to your email, but on the webinar is a handout. If you look on that handout on the webinar, you should have it there.
Yeah, I've got that.
Okay, good. So I'm just going to call out so they can switch off the generator refill, and then I'll let you continue. So I'll call back in a few minutes, okay?
Okay, I'll need screen control.
Oh, okay. Let me give that to you. There we go. Oops. You should have screen control now.
Yes, I do.
Wonderful.
So can everyone see my screen? Because I have two, and I want to make sure that everyone can see the right one. I think we're good.
I can't see
Let's
that.
just have a quick.
I can only see one. Oh, there you go. There we are. All right. So I'm gonna call out now. See you in a bit.
Is it the
Yeah.
the essential slide?
Yep. That's it. The essential slide.
Okay,
Yes.
great.
All right. See you soon. Bye bye.
Okay, everyone. So let's pick up from where Tiji left.
Who's off?